Hello, hello. Hello, everybody, and welcome along to our quantum energy healings, readings, clearings, and many, many more things, including clearing your homes, working with the ley lines of your area, helping you with the uh, healing of your pets, talking to loved ones that have since died, really anything metaphysical. I'm here to help you. I'm Jon Binnie. If you don't know me, I live in Scotland in a little town down by the seaside, near the capital of Scotland, which is Edinburgh. And it's my honor to be with you here for a couple of hours today and to help you on your journey. And before I get started, thank you for a donation, Leah. That's so kind. Um, and I love, is that a fox? I think it is, or a cat. That's really cute. Thank you. Um, so I will say hi to everyone in the chat, and I've set it to ultra low latency mode. So let's see what happens today. My sense is you're just a few seconds behind me, which is fantastic. So hello to Viviani. Thank you, Viviani. Viviani was on last week. If you didn't get a chance to see Viviani, please do watch the replay. She was absolutely fantastic, and her first time coming live with me. And I'd love to. I was chatting with her just before. I'd love to have her on again soon. It would be just incredible. Hello to Harley. Hello to Nathan. Young Keen Bands. Hello to Horses. Trigger Hope. Leah. CJ. Junosphere. Hello. And Suzette. Carl. Hello. Anyone else here? I think that's everyone just now. That's great. Um, before things get too chaotic. So, hello to everyone. Welcome. So, I'd like to get us started. And I was guided also to just once I set up a safe space, I would like to bring in a message for the group. So, I'll do that. And you never know, the message might include some healing as well. So, when we get to that point, after I've set up a safe space, if you're interested, then you can just choose to accept it or not. And I will give you that option during both the message and any healing. Okay. So if you'd like to join me now, and please do, when you participate in this setting up of the safe space, it really helps, really, how would you describe it? Reinforce. That's the word I'm looking for. Reinforce. Okay. So we should begin setting up the safe space by breathing in through the nose, nice and deep. And breathe out what no longer serves our highest good, nice and loud. Breathe in through the nose, nice and deep. And breathe out any low vibration, energy, or emotion, nice and loud. And breathe in through the nose, nice and deep. And breathe out any fear, shame, lack, stress, anxiety at this time, nice and loud. And continue to breathe deeply and calmly. And from the divine sparks in the center of our hearts, we extend a light cord up through the top of our heads, up through the sky and through the stars, going higher and higher through the dimensions, until we reach the highest dimension of the source of love of this universe. And there, connecting our light cords into the highest dimension of source. Remain connected into source and extend your light cord down through the stars and through the sky, back down to the top of your head and into your heart once more. And now, from the center of your heart this time, extend the light cord down through the roots of your spine, all the way into the ground, all the way down through the layers of the planet until you reach the very core of Mother Earth. And there, connecting your light cord into the very heart of Mother Gaia. Remain connected into Mother Gaia's heart and extend your light cord all the way up through the layers of the planet, up through the roots of your spine and into your heart once more. And as we are now connected to Source above and Mother Gaia below, we send love and receive love with Source and Gaia. And they send and receive their love also. And now, from the center of our hearts, we expand out our golden bubbles of protective light to surround each of us individually at first. Around 2 meters out, surrounding us to each side, above, below, behind, and in front, surrounding our auric fields and every dimension of us. And we set the intention for these golden bubbles we create with only energies and entities with our permission. Our highest good and our love and our compassion can see us, access us, or exist within this space or within us. All other energies and entities must leave us immediately. And into our safe spaces, our golden bubbles, we invite in our guides, our higher selves, Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Source, and Gaia, all for our guidance, our clearing, our healing, our protection, self-love, and intuition. And should someone request an Akashic record reading, I also invite in Archangel Metatron to assist. And through space and time, I create a golden bubble around all those in the live stream and in the replay. And I only permit those into this live stream and replay that have the highest good love and compassion for all. And those that do and enter this space, we set the intention that only energies and entities with our permission, our highest good, our love, and our compassion can see us, access us, or exist within this session space or within us. All other energies and entities must leave immediately. I invite in my guides, my higher self, Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Source and Gaia, Archangel Metatron. And when requested, I also will invite forwards when your name is called, when you make a request in caps and you make it clear what you want in the request, and you say hello again when your name is called in the live chat. I, at that point, will invite forwards you, your higher self, and your guides to assist. And until then, you can step back and participate as part of the live chat and listening and interacting with your energy. And I'd like to ask before we begin requests is I'd like to ask, I'm guided to ask Source for any messages for this group today, both in the live and in the replay, a message that will help them at this moment. And to do this, I'm bringing in the light of Source where I connected it down through my crown chakra. This message is simple and this message is of love. You stand before yourself, a reflection of yourself. Know that in these moments when you witness others like Jon practicing their superpowers, you are standing in a reflection of yourself. We ask that you meet this with love, to give and receive in love, just as you would give and receive love with yourself. And know that there is always the perfect opportunity for you to stand in front of the mirror and to be able to give and receive that love to yourself. This is the simple message today for all of you listening and all of you paying attention at this time. Celebrate you. Keep going, dear souls. And remember to practice sending and receiving your love through this beautiful heart of yours. I am Source. And I'm just asking source to step out to me. Always a pleasure to channel source. Um, okay, so yeah, I'd love to get started with some of your requests today. Let's see, there's some already in, and hello to all 23 of you in the live chats. And it does feel like it. I should try a little experiment. Like if I just hold up my hand and I click my fingers, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's about 4 or 5 second delay, which is great. That's much more manageable. Um, so yeah, I'd like to go with as per the pinned comment. If you expand it, it said all requests in caps, please. They'll be picked in a random order. There's a link to the donations, which is jonbinnie.com/donate. And and Viviani on the ball. You're like, uh, literally. Um, and you've offered Juno's as the first. And hello to Junosphere. Hello to Auntie as well. And hello to Terry. Yay. Such beautiful souls here. Um, so let me just scroll up and see what Juno was asking for. If you'd like to share again, that would be awesome. Otherwise, I'll find it eventually. I see Junosphere joining. Oh, asking for strength and comfort um, as your dog prepares for transition. Oh, um, king for strength and comfort as my dog, um, Juno, is preparing for transition. Thank you so, so much. My dog's name is also called Juno. You can literally read my mind, Junosphere. Okay. Yeah, holding space for your journey and for Juno's. Um, my wife's last dog when we first met, her dog's name was Juna with an A. Okay, so I'd like to ask Junosphere and Juno to step forwards, their higher selves and guides. So so Juno wants to speak. And the first thing I was shown was this beautiful rainbow bridge. And Juno is saying that I'm preparing and I'm ready. And I want to cross this rainbow bridge. And I want to let go of everything that I suffered in my life. And I want to keep all the love that I experienced, including you, Jonosphere, all those happy memories together. You will store them in your heart, and I will store them in mine. And I want you to know that right there on the other side of that rainbow bridge, I'm still right with you. I'm just a bridge away. And there's a little light cord that runs from my heart to yours. And this is a little cord that will continue on throughout the rest of your life. And whenever you need me, just pull on that little light cord and you'll pull me right back across the bridge to come and say hello. And I'll walk by your side and I'll never leave you because I never will leave you. I'm always here. Let me go. Let me go across this bridge so that I can be with you forever. Well, it's my pleasure, Junisphere. I hope that helps you, and my best of luck to you. And Juno. Um, Perhaps inevitably, let me see if I can find it for you. I wrote a song called um, Rainbow Bridge, and I'm just going to share it in the chat with you as I was guided to. It's quite, how to describe it, intense song as it was written for a friend that had passed. But it feels like it may be of help to you. Um, yeah, I have found it. Okay. Yeah, that's the link there for the Rainbow Bridge. But yeah, my heart is with you. And okay. I must compose myself again. Okay, who is next? Nathan is next. Oh yes, can you tell me? I saw this at the start. Can you tell me so much? Okay, so let me find out. I had an immediate reaction to this, but I feel Nathan, I'll be able to give you a better answer if I ask your guides and higher self, especially. So just asking Juno Sphere and Juno to step back and sending you so much love. And for Nathan and his higher self and his guides to step forwards. I haven't even asked the question. I'm getting some answers, but let me just be clear so that I am receiving answers for the question. So I'd like to answer the question, and this is to Nathan's guides and his higher self. Can you tell me why I feel so much shame and loss when listening to you or other spiritual mentors? However, you are guided to help. Um, so there's your higher self, Nathan, is showing me in your heart, at the very bottom of your heart, is some of this, and it's quite common for this to be a place where people store uh, negative energy, but there's this energy down at the bottom of your heart, and it's like sitting there, and it's first of all, it's almost like it's a fragment of you. Like there's some disconnect between the rest of your heart and this lower part of your heart, and the disconnect is uh it's vibrational. Like there's a vibrational distance between the two. And the shame your higher self was explaining is that shame is the lowest vibration emotion, and it's for a number of reasons. And one of those is that it's very lonely and very isolating, self isolating. And this shame, I was asking where does it come from, and they were saying that your higher self said that in previous lives that you had betrayed like a what we would call like a spiritual mentor, um, and that it created this. this wounding, this negative energy in your heart. And let me just ask, how do we help Nathan with this past life trauma? Is there karma attached to this? There is some karma, and it's really interesting. Like you're living it, like you're paying it. You're paying this karma now, which is on your journey to continue to want to ascend and to clear your energy and to heal and to raise your vibration and deepen your practices. That there's still this like heaviness that you do work through in your heart, and this first huge step that you're taking is that you're acknowledging it. You're saying there is shame here, and that is that is incredibly powerful. So, and by that I mean that the first biggest step in addressing any negative energy, including karma or past life wounds, is bringing awareness to it. So I'd like you just to allow yourself to be aware of it. And let me ask about the healing once more. And your higher self is saying that the in a past life where this trauma happened, where you had betrayed a spiritual mentor and they had gone on and been killed, um, it it was a complex situation. Your life was at risk, and so was your family's. And in this respect, the karma that you're paying is, and this is like this is the second time I've heard it. The karma, you can imagine, like one view of karma is that it's something you do to yourself. It's, yes, it can be a universal balancing force, but it's something that you actually do to yourself, like as a self punishment as a result of something you have done in the past. And so, yeah, it feels like you're you're working through the remainder of that karma and learning to forgive yourself. It's a journey of forgiveness. And of course, I can take a quick look. Excuse me. This is the second reading and it's also really emotional. Um, I can take a look at your heart and just check in, and if this message helps you, take it for what it does. That Nathan, I love you and I forgive you, and on behalf of whoever you did this to in the past, to know that it's time for you to release it from yourself. And I'm bringing down a column of golden light from the highest dimension of source, all the way down to your heart, to your physical heart and your heart chakra, and clearing away any of the negative energy that doesn't serve your highest good anymore. I'm scooping up into this little golden bowl that I've created. And then I'm turning it into a bubble just to capture this energy from your heart. Archangel Michael, please return to source or never return here again. Thank you. And just scanning through your heart again. And there's just a bit more negative energy to drain off. Archangel Michael, please return to source or never return here again. And then grounding that all the way down into the core of Mother Earth. Good. I hope this helps you, Nathan. It was an honor to assist you with this. And know that no one deserves to feel shame. We all may feel it from time to time, but it's always a place we can come back out of. And the first step is identifying it, which you've done, and the second is self forgiveness. Hello to more people. Wow, it's 37 of you. Wow. Hello to Joyful Journey, Salrods, James Davis, you're new here. Hello. These requests are all in caps, and please know that they're also picked randomly. So, yes, you can feel free to ask at any time. And when your name is called, please say hello in the chat. And if you can, repeat what you're looking for, um, or like give me a timestamp or something, I can scroll back to it. But yeah, that was very powerful, Nathan. I hope that helps. Um, I really love this low latency. It feels a lot more interactive with you guys. I'm glad I chose it. So Viviana, you did say who was next. Was it Auntie next? You're after Auntie. Scrolling up to see. I found what Auntie's looking for. If it is Auntie, just let me know. Yes, Auntie. Thank you. So Auntie says, and hello to Auntie. I've known you for many years now. You were there right at some of the my earliest journeys and experiences. Um, and we've also done music collaborations together. And Auntie's just an incredible, gifted soul. Um, so you've asked for a healing reading for faith in myself and for offering services with my abilities and commitment to them, safety, joy in offering them, and balanced money exchange. And it's funny, just as soon as I said balanced money exchange, it's like wind came up. I wanted to burp. Okay. So I'd like to just ask Nathan and his team to step back, and sending you so much love, Nathan. And then I'm asking Auntie to step forwards in his guides and his higher self. It's a really beautiful, very high vibration, um, both higher self and your guide that stepped forwards as well. Your guide is very angelic. And as soon as I was trying to like look at your guide, they're like pointing at you, like, no, 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 look at him, look at him. Okay. And I just felt this pain across, this kind of ache across the top of my crown chakra. And this is my right, and my right ear is ringing now, not my left. This is your higher self is doing this to me, and your higher self is saying, this is what happens, Jon. This is what I have to deal with. And it feels like you, Auntie, like you're trying to talk to your guides and you're quite frustrated. And it's like this aching, like your crown chakras, really, really trying like an overdrive. Like you want to get these answers, you want to be able to do all this yourself. And I want to hold space for and be grateful for you making this request, because I know how talented you are, or at least I've witnessed some of your talents, should I say, and that you have great abilities and a fabulous life ahead of you. So I'm just asking your higher self about this faith in yourself. And this seems to go down to the heart and the solar plexus. Okay, so this is why your guide is like pointing at you. Okay. From the highest dimension of source above, I bring down a column of golden light just above Auntie's head, setting the intention to scan down and understand where any messages or any healing is required for belief in yourself. Okay, yeah, and there's just I'm just bringing that light into the crown chakra, and there's just some aching, and it's on this right side. And this is the same side that your guide is at the moment. Tora Timioro no Tosanimiataka Tantararo Torosiamata Io no to It was quite dramatic. I am rebuilding the outside, like the outer layer of your crown chakra. and it's really large at the moment, and it's like parts of it have kind of been cracking under the strain of what you've been doing, and so just bringing in this, rebuilding the strength on the outside, and then I'm going to bring in more healing love from source into the center again. And I'm seeing these images of like a tree with like many branches coming at the top, but very like almost vertically. And this is a representation of your spine, your chakras, and then each of these little light cords going out to your guides. Okay, good. Your third eye is fine just now. Your throat chakra just a little bit of clearing. Archangel Michael, please return to source or never return here again. And then your heart chakra. There's this, like, your heart appears is being shown as like a teardrop. And so it's like kind of almost a little bit pointed at the bottom. And it's like dripping down to the solar plexus. And it feels like you're mourning for the previous versions of you where you've felt like your higher self has felt this, and you've felt this in previous lives to be much more self-confident and in control, and to believe in yourself. And it's the connection between the heart and the solar plexus in particular that seems really thin. It's super, super thin, like this, like a thread between the two. And this is why your heart has changed shape, to try and make the most out of this thread. And then before I work in that connection, I'm just going to look into the solar plexus. It's quite small. It's not super small. I've seen a lot smaller, but it's kind of medium size, maybe halfway to the size that it should be for you. So I'm just going to help clear out any of that. There's like this gunky, like self doubt energy sat there in your solar plexus. So I'm just scooping it out. Archangel Michael, please return to source or never return here again. Good. And then working up to the heart and just increasing that connection now. O tira imo torota ishimiati sinoi maha oriota ishimiata oramiata shamota. And just increasing that now. Good. Checking the heart, checking the solar plexus, and then all the way down through your chakras into the ground. And anything else that doesn't serve Auntie's highest good, sending down through the roots chakra down into the ground. Just also just checking sacral chakra, root chakra. Yeah, okay. Good. I think that's a good start. It's already a lot for you, Auntie. I hope it helps. Let me know in the chat. And I'll ask who's next. I'm very excited because I'm about to go camping after this today. Well, going camping tomorrow, but we're taking our daughter, who's 18 now. It's her last night at home, and then she's leaving home and going to university. So we're going up to a camp next to her university. There is an actual campsite next to it. Like, we're not just stalking her. So excited for that. And Auntie said, "Thank you, John. That was very powerful and helpful. It's my pleasure, brother. It's my honor to help you." So Suzette is next. And Suzette wants healings and clearings for your daughter, Crystal Lynn. Her birthday is tomorrow. I can't do uh, I can't do a clearing for someone else. Um, I have to have their permission. So the only way that I would and could do it, Suzette, is that you'd have to um, have your daughter uh, present here and giving consent, like logged in and giving consent. But happy birthday to your daughter. That's fantastic. Yes, you can have one for yourself, of course. That's no problem. So I just like to ask Auntie and his team to step back, and then for Suzette and her guides, higher self to step forwards. Your guides um, are showing me for you, Suzette, that your heart chakra is sat forwards. And this is like, how to describe it? Uh, do you remember? Well, if you're here at the start, near the start, when I did the setup, and there was a message from Source that I channeled. The message was really simple and really beautiful. It's about giving and receiving love, and there was this part of you that was. I'm seeing like your heart. How much is this about? Excuse me. It's about 10-20% forwards, like it's kind of bulging out to the front of you, and it's where your heart is giving more than it's receiving. It's quite uncomfortable. And love is all about giving and receiving. And perhaps a rhetorical question is, can love be given without ever being received? I'll let you all reflect on that as I will. I'm just asking your higher self and your guide. They're having a bit of discussion about how I can help. At first, your higher self has just said, push it back in, like push it in, but it seems a little bit more complicated. There's some lessons in this. Okay, so the first step about this is like the reading part, like just the conversation or an awareness, and bringing awareness. The next part is that um, what I can do is I can just work on the heart chakra for a moment and then see if it will move back itself into its optimal position for you, and it'll have better alignment with your throat chakra and your solar plexus. From the highest dimension of source above, I bring down a column of golden light to just above Susette's head, setting the intention to clear and to heal and to energize. Come all the way down through the crown, through the third eye, through the throat chakra. There is some energy. What's this on the throat chakra? It's like on the right side, this small entity attached. It's almost like it behaves a bit like an elastic band, like it's gripping your the side of your throat chakra. You just remove this, just bring forward my light sword, be with me. And I only remove what no longer serves the highest good of Set. Okay. Archangel Michael, please return to source or never return here again. Then into your heart, the scanning round. And I'd like to ask your heart if it'd like to move back to its natural size and shape and position and frequency, and to be able to open up and accept love as much as you give, to be able to receive in equal or greater quantities. Anatamoro toya ini simia takarama toromo to shinihea. May your heart find its home once more. Okay, good. Connecting into solar plexus in the throat. And then down into the roots. And then down into earth. Good. I hope that helps you, Suzette. It's an honor to help you with your beautiful heart at this time. Yeah, and thank you for everyone being here. 39 currently. It's incredible. Thank you so much. Just as I said that, I read Suzette's comment. Thank you so much. It's an honor. And yeah, happy birthday to your daughter. Daughter, that's fantastic. Millie is next. Hello, Millie, and special thanks to Millie for your beautiful comments on my YouTube videos and emails. It's really kind of you. You've asked for a healing for your daughter, Zoe, at home with pneumonia. So unfortunately, as per Suzette and her daughter, like I will not do healings for people that do not give me permission. So the only way I will do a healing for someone. Oh, her daughter is here. Oh, great. Oh, that's a pleasure, Suzette. Thank you so much for the donation. Um, Great. That's great news. Her name is Zoe. Wow. Um, Hello to Zoe. In which case, if I can get just a confirmation from Zoe, would be good to go and to help you with your pneumonia. Sorry to hear that you have that. Yeah, just let me know in the chat. So if you're here and you give me permission to take a look. Hi, John. It's Zoe. It's okay. Okay, so you're logged in at Millie's account. Okay, thank you. So asking Zoe's higher self and your guides and Zoe to step forwards. Yeah, first of all, there's this really um, interesting aspect of how to describe it. Your body, Zoe, is has some resistance and a little bit of fear about um, your growth in this life, and it's a little bit of resistance about uh, what's coming in your future, and it's linked to remembrance of your gifts and abilities in previous lives, and the what your higher self is saying that I can help with some reassurance um, with your body and help connect different parts of your body together. Um, and as you're more connected to feel into the self trust and opportunity ahead of you. And of course, I will be taking a look at pneumonia as well. From the highest dimension of source above, I bring down a column of light to just above Zoe's head, setting intention to clear, to heal, to energize, to assist with this resistance that her body is showing me, and also pneumonia and any other symptoms or problems that we find. Just coming down to the crown chakra. There's quite a lot of little sparkles. They're like little glitter, Zoe, that's like bouncing around inside your crown chakra. They feel like interactions that you want to have with your guides, and also that you have had with your guides. They're like little ideas, and they're really sparkling. They're really high vibration, and some of them have come in to you from your guides, but they're bouncing around in your crown chakra because they're not really sure where to go. Let's see why that is. Okay. Oh, okay. So yeah, I'm just feeling that pneumonia as well. Yeah, please take this energy out of me. I don't want this energy inside of me, but thank you for showing me. Okay, I'm just holding space for that feeling just outside of me here. in case I need to connect with it again. Okay. So I'm going to help connect each of your chakras as we go. It feels like these are very thin or non existent connections. So from the crown to the third eye, ora timi chishini krono to somoro te akama. Okay, good. And then to the third eye, just helping it expand to natural size and shape for you. Wow, that feels like a real opening. Okay, good. Yeah, that's enough. And just make sure that's spinning nicely. Good. And then into the throat chakra. Antara untu simi tiremu ramaha. Not all things seen need to be said, but all things felt need to be expressed. Oro toro sumo toro shini oro uma. And just strengthen that connection to the throat. A very humble throat chakra. Okay, good. And then into your heart. And out across your shoulders, down to the chest area, and the lungs, the diaphragm, to the trachea. Archangel Michael, please return to source and never return here again. And just draining away what no longer serves your highest good. Archangel Michael, please return to source and never return here again. And just checking around the heart. Okay, good. And then I'm going to work on each of the connections. So from heart to solar plexus, ora imioto. Okay, good. Solar plexus to sacral chakra. Ino taramoti simio. Okay, good. And then into sacral to root chakra. Ama o toro tiria naraka. And then just helping with alignment through all the chakras into the roots and down into earth. Good. That was quite a lot, Zoe. I hope that that helped you. Please get plenty of rest, drink plenty of water, and thank you so much for your request. Sending so much love to Zoe and Millie. It's my honor to assist. Um, and Viviani says, James is next. And James says, hi, I'm new here. Welcome. A message for or clearing about breaking through to the next step of this transformation. Much appreciated. Sounds good. Here's to another request that helps raise vibrations. Okay, get some water. Okay, James Davis. And I'd just like to invite forward your higher self and your guides. Okay. And before I ask anything, I'm being spoken to by your higher self in light language. That's really cool, James. I love that. Let me know if you speak it yourself, James. And I'm just ignoring it for a moment because I want to just set a clear intention. So I want to help with James breaking through to the next level in his transformation. A little, there we go. Fantastic. So your higher self is saying, if James would only listen to me. um, so yeah, your higher self is in this like deep communication with you. Um, and I'm seeing that it's because you want to become as much as your higher self as you can be in this lifetime, and for it to still serve your highest good and on your mission. Um, and your higher self is feeling uh, a bit neglected, a bit precious as well. And let me now tune into to what your higher self is saying. Atarama a tisimro o ire chimira chikini roto mara tiraki matara ina sono moro tire sinimiroto. It's okay. It's repeating. Not exactly the same thing every time. And it's this. I'm seeing this connection from a chakra I don't work that much with, but it's the soul star chakra, and it exists about 30 to 50 centimeters above our heads. And it's the connection into your higher self, and from there into your soul. So, okay, there's a lot of messages in this. Like, I feel that, James, you know the meaning of some of these messages from your higher self. These messages are very private to you and your higher self. So I'm not going to repeat the content of what you want, what it is you're to hear, but I'm going to help you hear them. And so, if you wish, while I do this, you can just take a moment to take a breath with me and help connect into your higher self, and breathe out what no longer serves your highest good. And from the center of your heart, James, just extend a light cord up through the top of your head, up to your crown chakra. So just even tap lightly just the top of your head. Now extend that light cord up. So for you, it's about 40 centimeters just above your head. And then connect into your soul star chakra. Okay. And we set the intention to assist James with this continued communication between his heart, his crown, his third eye, and throat, and the rest of his chakras, to assist James in his transformation. And I'm just scanning down now through the rest. Wow, it's a really powerful energy. It's very intense. It's like quite a narrow channel that you have, but a lot of energy flowing very fast down from your higher self. And you've been resistant to this, James, like, because it is a funny feeling. Like, it feels like being plugged in. It feels like Neo in the Matrix, except the cord is going into the top of your head in that scene where he's like, I know Kung Fu. This is what you're experiencing. And there is nervousness about you. Your higher self is really quite pushy, and your heart and your mind are also quite pushy, but not quite working together as a team. So just bringing in this healing integration energy from the highest dimension of source above, down through the soul star, crown, third eye, throat, heart, solar plexus, sacral chakra, and root, and down to core Mother Earth. Ora imi chi chimoro tokumoa. May you work in unison once more and assist James in this next level of transformation. And you're being guided um, to practice your light language. It's a great idea. When you do set the intention, you can set up a safe space just like I do at the start of these sessions. Make sure you're not channeling in anything else. Be explicit that it's your higher self you want to channel, and then ask your higher self a question. Just ask a human question like, for instance, what is the next transformation or what is the next task I need to do on this transformation? And it feels like I've helped you with the first. So let me know, James. You're new here, and I hope it helps you. Excuse me. Okay, and I'm just checking to see who else. I was just I was going to read out a couple of comments. This is from Did Someone Say Shenanigans? Yay, hello. Uh, and they're saying, I'm really glad I caught everyone on Terry's channel talking about Jon. This is fascinating. Oh, thank you. Thank you to Terry, and thank you for did someone say shenanigans? Um, and Lindsay's next. Hello, Lindsay. And how can I help Lindsay today? I'm just scanning up. Else, just let me know. As I'm playing around with the chat. Can I please get a message from my guides or family that have passed? Guides or family. Okay. Taking notes, and you'll see my screen bouncing around as I hit my keyboard. After my daughter leaves for university, I will be redoing my studio, so I'm looking forward to doing that. It's becoming a bit cluttered, and also I don't know that I need to be using a music stand for my laptop. It goes blah and moves around a lot. You can also see a guitar there. There's always a guitar next to me, right? Okay. So Lindsay, thank you for your request, and you'd like me to help with your guides or family that's passed. So just asking for James and his team to step back, and also for Lindsay to step forwards, her higher self and guides. So the first thing I've seen, it's just so beautiful to share. Um, so your guide, so one of your guides, Lindsay, is like this big giant tree. Are they are they an oak tree? I don't know. It seems it's like either oak or acorn. Um, and it's huge, and it's just over you and all of your guides. So there's about 8 active guides at the moment. There's this beautiful big canopy that sits over the top of you, and it's just this really beautiful, loving energy. Um, it's protective but not smothering, and so the wind blows freely through it. And by that I mean like solar winds and energy that's in your life. But you can take shelter in this love whenever you wish from your tree guide and or giant tree guide, and also that the rest of your guides like feel very sheltered under here. um and I want to ask, because as soon as you said guides or family that have passed, I felt that it's that one of your family that has passed, that has died, is one of your guides. Let me see if are there any of are there any of Lindsay's team at this time that are previously a loved one. Tell she's okay. So this is a female guide. She's not human right now. She has been human, but she just said, I'm forgetting how to say it in the exact words because they did seem important, but it's really close to this. She said to tell you about the butterflies, to remind you of the butterflies. And she was kind of humanoid, but she's changing to become more insectoid now. And she reminds me of a mantis. I have a mantis guide. They're not totally similar to the not identical to the mantis that we have on Earth. But in particular, what's different about this guide of yours is that they have these big butterfly wings, and they're actually angelic wings. So they're these rainbow ascended. Wow, you have a rainbow ascended guide. And it's really rare to get that. And by rainbow ascended, I mean that they've achieved their highest path of enlightenment, and they've earned these beautiful rainbow colored wings. And just saying, to look for butterflies, and to see that whenever these butterflies are near, and remember they're not just um, a physical being of a butterfly, but the pictures of butterflies, the word butterfly, and similarities with it, and also the journey of a butterfly from the chrysalis to the caterpillar and chrysalis, and then butterfly. This is all really important. So yeah, to know that. I said my 10-year-old reckons her nanny, her father's nan's, came back can came back as a butterfly. My brother a bee. Oh, I yeah, I feel that. She what she's saying is that she doesn't want you to see her as just the human that you knew her as, but to see her now as who she is. Same soul, same energy, but far more ascended and really, really beautiful. So I hope that helps you, Lindsay. It was really powerful, really beautiful. So Golden Bark is next. Like your name. Hello, Golden Bark. I don't think I've done a request for you. Um, Akashic reading for what is most important for you to focus on right now, and what to look out for in the future. Most important to focus on. Okay. And I knew I asked Archangel Metatron here for a reason. So he's been sitting patiently. Let me just ask Lindsay to step back. Then thank you, Lindsay. Sending so much love to you and your family and your guides. Thank you. Okay. And Golden Bar asking you to step forwards, your higher self and your guides. Yeah, I feel there's a lot of drive, but many things in your life. So asking Archangel Metatron, I would like to open up the Akashic Records, please, for Golden Bark and their name, if it's not Golden Bark, their real human name. But I do feel it's not, you don't need to share your name. I can see it's you. Okay, and yes, please take me to the Akashic Records. I'd like to open this for Golden Bark, please. Really interesting. So I was just being shown that the door to your uh oh, my pleasure, Lindsay. You said it was beautiful. Thank you. Beautiful first reading. Oh, was that my first for you? Oh, that's so kind. Um, so it's like I've known you forever. So for Golden Bark, I was shown, like, first of all, like an old door. It reminded me of an oak door. And then I was shown, instead of that, like this very futuristic door, and it was like made of metal. In fact, it reminds me, that's where I remember it from. My studio door is like this. So I'm in a soundproof studio, and I have like this security door, which was meant to really help with sound. But it's quite thin, and there's like, it's like it's been cut with a laser. And I'm talking about your door now. I'm talking about your Akashic Records door. And by cut with a laser, I mean like it's with being built with precise um, measurement and skills. Yes, so I'd like to open this. Archangel Metatron saying, John, there's a keypad for this one and a thumbprint. Okay. Okay, what's the code? Okay, 7476. Maybe I shouldn't be saying that out loud, but it requires a thumbprint. Okay. It's like a soul. It's like checking my soul. Okay. Oh, very nice. It's got like sound effects and stuff. It's like as it opens up. Fantastic. Okay, and we're into Golden Bark's Akashic Records, and to invite forwards. I'd like to look about 2 years in advance from now, and to see what has been the most important thing for Golden Bark to focus on. So I've received this book, and its title is it says the many things I have the many things I have done many times. Okay, and it's meant to be like the title was kind of intentional. It's like meant to be kind of discombobulating, if you like. Oh, lovely. Okay, so we don't have to read the whole book. We're just being spoiler alert. We're going right to the end. So as I just open this up, you can't see my hands on camera. As I open up the book, what is this most important thing to focus on for Golden Bark? It was having a really simple vision all along, choosing one thing and becoming really good at it. That's all the page says. Can we get some more, please? I feel like Golden Bark would benefit from more. Let me just go back one page. It seems to like build up. This is like that was like a kind of drop mic moment. But let's go back a page. And it's saying like all the things just didn't matter. All the things didn't matter in my life. I wrote a long list of all the things that were important right now and all the things that are less or not important. And then you drew a line. And then you said, okay, so this is all in 2 years' time, right? So you then say, okay, what's out of all the things that I love doing, what is my purpose? What's my mission in this lifetime? And you managed to write it in one sentence, but you started with 3 bullet points, and then you shrunk it down to one. So this is my recommendation. You practice this. Um, and I don't usually say this, but because I'm not here to sell you guys stuff. I'm here to help. But if you do want help writing your vision, you can see mine. It's on my website at jonbinnie.com. You'll see the about page has my future vision, and it's really big, but it starts like super universal. And it was born from 3 bullet points, and so take time to really focus. Like you've asked, what's the thing that's most important to focus on, and so it's really important to be able to work, like narrow those down. And I feel like it is your mission. I'm just not sure if you know what your mission is. And there's a journey of discovery to finding it. It needs more time than we can I don't want to like mislead you at this time. So I'm just like flicking back through the Akashic Records book. And it's talking about a journey of discovery. And I don't want to take that journey of discovery away from you. It's something you've got to find yourself, because that journey of discovery also influences like every day the future mission that you continue on, just like it is for me as well. So if there's one thing to focus on, it's to it's to write down those 3 bullet points of your vision. If you need help, oh yeah, I do actually have a free, what's it called, manifesting your dream life, maybe that's what it's called, on my website under meditations and training, and I think that's free. Or you can book a session with me one to one, and I will do exactly that for you. I will take you to your dream life in 2, 3, 5 years time, just like I did yesterday for a dear friend. So yeah, I hope that helps, Golden Bark. And I'm just taking us back out of the Akashic Records as Archangel Metatron is reminding me. And I close the Akashic Records. I close the Akashic Records. I close the Akashic Records. Good. And just returning us back to where we started. Great. Okay. I think the incredible Viviane already told me who's next. Um, so yeah, we are doing random requests. So you never know who's going to be next. Um, is it, did someone say shenanigans? Is that next? Says, oops, you're next. It sounds like it. I'm going to call you shenanigans. Or if you want to share your name, it's up to you. Um, and yeah, if you can retype, or I can also, I'll try and scroll it, whichever's faster. See if I can find it. And yeah, let me know, Golden Bark, if that was helpful for you. I hope it was. Oh, sorry, you did repeat. Could I have Brittany? Hello, Brittany. Could I have an energy reading to help me prepare for an appointment with you later this month? My name is Brittany. That's right, Brittany. Thank you so much for your booking. I think I was just emailing you today, thanking you. So looking forward to that. So to help you prepare, yeah, absolutely. So let me see. And I must admit, when I was sending the email to you, Brittany, I was like, what? There's a little bit of time. There's a few days. Like, what can Brittany do? So this is great to just get a chance to connect in properly with you. Thank you. So asking Golden Bart step back and their team, and then for Brittany, your higher self, and your guides to step forwards. And how can Brittany prepare herself ahead of our session together later this month? It's just really loving voice coming through your higher self. This feels like it's proxy that your higher self is channeling this from one of your guides. And your higher self wants you to feel this as a familiar energy. And to the messages for you, it's such a lovely soft voice, is for you to, Brittany, feel into what you really want in your life. What do you really want out of the present and the future, where you live, your health, work, and work life balance, finding new ways of resting and reconnecting with your passions. I was just like seeing you sitting down and like being agitated, like being on your phone and being agitated with the content and also with what's going on in your life. And your higher self is saying, um, please do practice this is Jon Binnie's, um, my free 14-day spirit guide meditations. This will be a great start for you if you've not already started ahead of your session. And so there's two tasks for you. One to prepare is to write down 3 bullet points about what you'd like out of your life, love, and work. And then the second is for you to um, be able to look at the the guided meditations on my website. And if one of my admins or Viviani would be so kind as to share the 14-day spirit guide meditation link in the chat, that would be amazing. It's free for everybody. Um, and I think something like 80 or so people have signed up this year. And yeah, please do. I love seeing all your feedback as you complete them, and I feel that would be really helpful. Anything else for Brittany? Just to be kind and gentle with yourself and to focus on loving yourself. These are tender, caring times. And with this tenderness and sensitivity comes great growth, for you'll quickly find the things that you want to achieve in your life, things you want to feel, and they're all inside of you. And you already have the capability of feeling these things. Okay. I hope that helps, Brittany. Um, or did someone say shenanigans? Um, and you said, OMG, I was literally looking at that yesterday and to begin doing it. Woo! We did it. What a fantastic, no such thing as coincidences. Um, and just a message stood out for me from Deborah saying, hello, Deborah. Thank you for being here. It's no coincidence I've found you and John 2 times in 1 week. Yay. Um, I sure hope John can fit me in. Yeah, let's see how the random draw works. So thank you, Viviani. You're super fast, Viviani. I don't know how you do it. But yeah, that link that Viviani's posted is the same meditations that I've developed myself since my awakening in 2017, and I do them every day, especially the first couple. And so I did it today. And what was the message today? All about creating space so that we can receive the inspiration of this universe. What a beautiful message! And I wrote a song about it called "Creating Space." Oh, my pleasure. Um, so yeah, I hope that helped, Brittany. And who is next? And Brittany says, I'm looking forward to our appointment. Hopefully, I will have some of those answers by then. Yeah. I mean, it's easy to write 3 bullet points, right? But it's sometimes really hard to write what we really want out of our lives. There's an infinite universe of the things that we don't want. And you could never write the full list of all the things you don't want. But you could definitely write a short list of some of the things that feel most important. And don't worry if it's not a perfect list and it'll change over time. So just go with what feels right and, give it time to reflect on it. Go for walks, ask the question from your guides in meditation. Like it's all about receiving. I feel like it's not writing your perfect 3 things you want out of your future. It's being able to receive them and reflect on them and integrate them and really know that these are the things that you want. And that's a journey, maybe a lifelong journey. Um, so Sonia is next. Please bless my ovaries. I have cysts on both of my ovaries. Sonia, holding space for you. Thank you for sharing. Let me see what I can do to help. Okay. So just asking Brittany and her guide, step back. Thank you. Sending so much love. I'm looking forward to our one-to-one soon, later this month. And then for Sonia to step forwards and your guides and your higher self. Someone speaking a light language. It's a galactic being. It's one of your guides. Where is Sonia right now? So you're on a med bed, on a medical bed. Okay. This is somewhere you're going at nighttime. So there's active healing work going on. And there's this upgrade process that's happening with your ovaries. Is this what the cysts are? Are they what connection? Do they have any connection to the upgrades that are happening there? To help the birth of a beautiful being. And it's really curious. I'm asking, well, who is the beautiful being? Is it a baby or is it Sonia? And it's really interesting. It's like, yes, there's a birthing, but it feels more like it's the rebirthing of Sonia. Wow. I'm just being shown you in like all the other med beds around you. And for those that, I mean, I'm sure you can all Google like med bed, but there are these medical beds that have been developed by a conglomeration or collaboration of many galactic races, and they use them. I see them aboard the Galactic Federation ships that are just above our planet, and I've been in them myself. Um, and whilst they have limitations, they're really like an AI like version of me. And I'm sure what some of what I'm doing right now, they're learning about in the future. Um, but yeah, it feels like for you, Sonia, there's some healing, and in particular, like this softening and integration, softening of the integration that will help. And I'll take a look at the if the cyst needs removed or shrunk down, or how I can help. So bringing down a column of golden light from the highest dimension of source above, down through your crown chakra, setting the intention to clear, to heal, and in particular to focus on the ovaries and the cysts there. And just working my way down past the heart. And as I scan down through you, it's like you're making me feel that in my body as well. And then coming down closer to the sacral chakra. Atara motoro sono ti nimeroma imia takama. Okay, yes, friction and worry about this rebirthing, this reawakening. Okay. And I'm asking Archangel Raphael, is it safe for me to remove these around the ovaries? He says, yes, it's safe. I call forward my light sword and I shrink it down just the size of a very small scalpel, setting the intention to only remove what no longer serves Sonia's highest good and working around the edges. Ara antara sono maramutoroko. To release anything that no longer serves your highest good, and just gently, it's like I'm pulling it away, pulling it off the top of the ovary. Archangel Michael, please return to source. Never return here again. And then the other ovary. Maratisimo rotoko mo ramaha. And again, just peeling it off. Archangel Michael, please return to source and never return here again. And taking a look again. Good. And then down. Bring that energy down to the ground. Okay, good. So there's still work to do. Sonia, the work I did will definitely help specifically with the ovaries. Your body is just a bit worried about what's happening. There's like a level of anxiety, and that's in part why you've been in the med beds. Your guide was saying to me that the reason they wanted me to help, or that you came to me to ask for help, should I say, is that they wanted a human, um, a human to do it, because we like, being human, right? Even though I'm a man, I have a much stronger connection. And when I'm doing reflexology, the foot massage, I definitely feel um, ovaries, and I could tell, for instance, if someone has had, if they're going through, if they're like ovulating normally, or if they're going through perimenopause, or have been through the menopause. And it's really lovely to have a request there for that specific area. So thank you. Um, like the USS Enterprise, Heaney's saying, yeah, a bit like that. They are not dissimilar. Um, I mean, I think they varied a lot in the Star Trek series, right? Um, but yeah, they're perhaps more advanced than we can imagine. Okay, Sonia said, "Thank you so much. Oh, it's my pleasure, and yeah, best of luck with your health. And yeah, drink plenty of water, get plenty of rest. That work I did on you was quite intense, and at night time, if you can, set the intention before you go to sleep at night. Just say, I'd like to advance my healing tonight. Or if you need a break, you need a night off, just say that out loud. Just place your hand on your heart and say to your guides, please give me a night off healing. And this is all about you communicating just like a patient would in a hospital saying, what they're ready for and what they're not, or at very least objecting to things. um, okay, Samantha is next. Let's get some water. What's blocking my abilities? Healing, reading. Okay, blocking your abilities. I do have an idea where we would do like a speed version of what I do, where I'd have maybe, I don't know, like 30 seconds or something per person. It might be quite fun to try it. I always feel it's enjoyable to get out of my comfort zone. Of course, it's going to be a different experience for you guys, but yeah, let me know if that appeals at some point. So hello, Samantha. Thank you for asking for your request and what's blocking your ability. So I already have a sense, but let me just ask that explicit question. Just asking for Sonia and her guides, higher self to step back, for Samantha to step forwards. Okay, and your higher self and your guides. Yes, thank you. Your higher self's like this, like here, 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 repeatedly, here, here, and they're pointing at your third eye. Okay, so I'm scanning here, 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 from the highest dimension, a source above, I bring down a column of golden light to just above Samantha's head, setting the intention to clear, to heal, to energize, and in particular, unblock anything that no longer serves eyes good. Okay, down to the crown chakra. Really fascinating. There's like like a disconnected, how do you describe it? Like ships passing the night, where you're having this, trying to have the same conversation your higher self and your guides are, but you're not like connecting with each other. It's like this kind of disjoint, but you're asking why, and your guides are saying here, here about your third eye, but the conversation's not joined. And okay, just feeling some of that. It's like it just gives me what I describe as like a third eye headache or a pineal gland headache. Okay, coming down to your third eye. Right. So it's encased in what? What is this encased in? It's like this lead or super heavy metal um encasement around your third eye. It's so strong. Like it is locked in there. Now they're saying apparently I can break this off. It seems incredibly dense. Okay, how do I break this off? How do I unblock? They're showing me it reminds me of like a Rubik's Cube. There's like a specific combination to unlock it. Okay. I'm terrible at Rubik's Cube, so I'm gonna need some help from your guide here. Okay, they're just placing their hands on mine. Oh, that's cool. Okay. Okay. Right. So I'm meant to be holding the left hand that's shaking. I'm trying to hold it still. Okay. And then, okay, quarter down and a quarter back. Slide up and out. Okay. And then the next part peels away. Okay. And then I place these back together. Okay. Archangel Michael, please return to source. We'll never return here again. Wow. Okay. So your third eye is like really, really small, Samantha. It's like really tiny, but it's really fresh. It's like it just it feels like a newborn baby. It reminds me of like a newborn chick, and it's looking at me, which is unusual. Okay, and I'm just gently just feeling around the edges. It is expanding quite rapidly. And it was a very dark color, almost like a ruby red or purple color. And it's just starting to lighten as it expands. It feels because it was very dense. I'm just putting a containment field around it. And I set the intention for this containment bubble that it will only exist for as long as it serves Samantha's highest good. Okay, good. I'm just holding it in place and then connecting up to your crown chakra and then down to throat chakra. It's already very large. It's about this size. Let me just ask. I see purple when I close my. Wow. Well, there you go. Yeah, it's your third eye. Your third eye is like it was incredibly dense. Okay, it's now it's opening up, and it reminds me. So I've never actually seen one, but I just remember seeing one on The Simpsons. What are they called? Like these. You 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 guys will know the name of this, right? It's like it's a wee ball, a wee ball. It's a little ball that like you kind of shake around, and it you ask it a question, it gives you an answer. Um, and I don't know what they're called, but it reminds me of that. But what's happening is it's also like a snow globe, like it's settling. So it'll get lighter. It feels like that the purple's going to go higher and higher into like these indigo colors. An eight ball, magic eight ball. Very cool. Well, at least you knew what I was talking about because I didn't. Okay. There's this really beautiful ability you have, Samantha, of like seeing 360 degrees all at once. Like literally like a 360-degree camera. And you do have to, with that gift, you have to set the intention of what you want to look at. So, um, although in English we say looking, almost like it's an action, it's a verb. Um, it's receiving, right? So the way that you use your third eye, Samantha, is by setting the intention of what you want to receive. And so that means the frequency, the dimension, the direction, the color, like whatever you want to look at, you just ask for it to be shown to you and for you to receive it. Okay, and that you're ready, like going back up to your crown chakra. Yeah, it's definitely going to be really helps in your alignment, and it helps you to set clear intentions, Samantha, as well. With everything you do, if you want to talk to your guides, place your hand on your heart and say, "Guides, please answer this," or "I have this question," and just be really explicit and allow the answer to come into your heart. And if you want to practice as part of your daily practice, you can scroll up to the free daily meditations. The 14-day spirit guide meditations will help. They'll also help you with your practicing your abilities as well. Excuse me. Okay. Just grounding that energy into the to earth. I hope that helps you, Samantha. It was a real honor helping you. Thank you for that. And I love someone was saying, oh, it was Heaney saying, so much of modern technology came out of Star Trek and the genius mind of Gene Roddenberry, and what went into the mind of Gene Roddenberry too. But yeah, it's really cool. I remember the Amazon team at Alexa saying that that's where they took the inspiration, and they literally just wrote like a future stated vision. You just say computer. Where is Jon Binnie, or whatever the question was. And yes, Osprey, the mod is doing an incredible job. The Viviani is the best in the universe. So if we're ever going to try and get AI to do mod work, they need to get training from Viviani. Carl, hello, Carl. I hope you're well. Oh, Auntie says, thank you, John and everyone. That was very good. Oh, my pleasure. I give you permission to open my Akashic record. Thanks. Carl, could you give me an intention about what you'd like me to do in your Akashic record? And while you're going to give me an answer, Carl, on what you'd like me to find out for you, um, I'm going to just ask Archangel Metatron, and I'm also asking Samantha to step back, Carl, and your higher self, and your guide step forwards. Metatron's taking us up. Metatron's taking Carl and I up to the sixth dimension. And yes, I'd like to access the Akasha records for Carl, please. Carl, please say in the chat what you'd like me to do in the Akasha records. I won't open it until you give me an intention. Oh, yes. May I have a message from my female guide or Kuan Yin? Any messages from loved ones who wants to come forwards? Okay. Um, yeah, I didn't need to go to the Akasha records for that, but we're here. Let me see if they're helpful. Apparently so. Okay, so I'd like to open up Akasha record for Carl now, please. And just stepping through into the door, you can join me as well, Carl. So there's two aisles where there's either side of us is this big row of these books of all the years of your lives, Carl, that go into the future, and behind us they run into the past. And just slightly ahead in the future. So this feels like it was coming towards you anyway. Like it's kind of stuffed in between two books are these little letters, these messages. And yeah, I was just asking, is it Kuan Yin? Metron says, well, it's like a letter. You have to open it first to see who it's from. Okay. So there's three letters. Okay, three letters, and we're today we're only allowed to open one. These aren't quite ready for you, Carl. So just that's like a um it's like a teaser, right? Which is that you're gonna learn more about these messages, and this is like a trailer for the first letter. Okay. And it just says on the front letter, it says, Dear Carl. These are from like a different space and time, like a different timeline. That's why they've been kind of stuffed in here for us to find, and for you to insist that I came here. Okay, I'm getting excited now, just as you are, Carl. Let's take a look at this message. So I'm just going to open up the envelope. Okay, it's written in light codes, like a form of light language, and it's really swirling. These swirls, the writing is like it almost reminds me of like an Elvian, somewhere between an Elvian writing, uh, Egyptian and Chinese. Okay, it seems to be a blend, like a mixed language. Okay, wish me luck. Yeah, I'd like to read this message to Carl, please. Dear Carl, if you find this, you are finding a path to your heart. It is me, a future version of you, Carl, that placed this here. I asked to run backwards in space and time and to come back here to this now moment. And I'd like you to celebrate this path of following your heart. The path of following your heart is a path that only you will know. Every time you step forwards and you place your hand on your heart, feel it, experience it, and ask your heart, is this the right direction? Every path has twists and turns, and sometimes we even fall off the path. Whenever you do, just ask your heart and you'll come right back. There's love, beautiful love, awaiting you, and there's love coming into you now, right now. This is the love that creates a magnetic pull, a quantum entanglement, entanglement between you and all of your future loves. Bring them now into the present moment. That's why I posted this letter to myself, to Carl, from Carl, with the help of Kuan Yin. Wow, that was a lot longer than I expected. It sounded to me like um it sounded to me like a tarot card. I don't do tarot cards, but I love listening to their readings, and it just sounds really cool. So thank you for that. Most love got to do it. I just want money. Uh, well, good luck, Carl. I hope that helps. And I'm just stepping out of the Akashic Records and closing the door. I close the Akashic Records. I close the Akashic Records. I close the Akashic Records. And now just returning Carl and I back from the sixth to the third dimension. Oh, I used to love the Jetsons so much. And a very, very long time ago, was it the 70s or 80s? I remember watching Tomorrow's World. It was a show in the UK. You can like Google it. It's on the shows on YouTube. They're so funny and they're incredible. Like how many things. Carl says, yes, it did, John. That was awesome. Wow. Thanks so much. Um, my pleasure. My honor. A really beautiful one, Carl. Okay. Who is next? Deborah says me, and so does Viviani. And fabulous. Deborah, how can I help you today? Um, just let me know. Love Lost in Space. Oh yeah. And I really love the new version of it as well on Netflix. I've watched that a few times. It's very different, but it's fun. John has my permission for Akashic Records if needed or asked. Thank you, Viviani. Okay. And so these are just, is there anything specific, Deborah, or I can go into the Akashic Records for you and just ask for a general message? I'll bring, so just asking Carl and your higher self and your guides to step backwards, step back from me, and for Deborah to step forwards. And just asking Deborah to step forwards and your guides, your higher self. Archangel Metatron, I'd like to open up Akashic Records for Deborah. Your guides have been trying. Interesting. Okay. There's something wrong with your Akashic Records. What is this? Like the door that I'm accessing just looks like as I open it up, it's like if I step through it, fall off a cliff. And it is like a cliff. What seems to have happened with your records is they've dropped in a really low vibration. How far down are these? The second dimension. What does this mean? Below our current vibration. Okay. And why did this happen? There was an attack on your Akashic records. Is that possible? Let me ask Archangel Metatron. What do you think, Archangel Metatron? He's showing me he's showing me so much. Um, and I don't have to explain like the entire like metaphysical makeup of the Akashic records, but there's these pillars I'm being shown that had fallen away beneath. Interesting. So it's a disconnect between the Earth that is the version of Earth that's remaining at second and third and fourth dimension, and then the higher dimension um of Earth that's going up into the fifth, and it's like your Akashic records were trying to rise up with you, and this is the now for you, Deborah. That it's as it rises, it's the foundations have fallen away and not been ready for this ascension. Okay, how can I help? Just to bring okay, to bring a stable foundation to now, and that if that affects the future records. Okay, well that's good news. We don't have to do some massive repair job on the Akashic records. So can I, Metron? Can I just leave these Akashic records down there with you, and then when I raise Deborah's vibration through a healing, then they will come back. He says, yes, they'll be fine and dandy. Okay, fantastic. Um, okay, it like just seems to automatically happen, but I did just want to double check that at least someone with consciousness is looking after it, and that's going to be Archangel Metron. Okay, thank you. So I'm going to close the Akashic records, close the Akashic records, close the Akashic records, and then for Deborah, bringing down a column of golden light from the highest dimension of source above, setting intention to clear, to heal, to energize, and to raise your vibrations with the intention to raise the vibrations and build new foundations for your Akashic records in the present and the future. I'm just going to, as I'm getting short on time now, I'm just going to do some of this silently. Dorata Senor Romoto, crown chakra, removing anything that doesn't serve your highest good. It's like this goo in there. Okay. Archangel Michael, please return to source or never return here again. Third eye chakra, just expanding out to natural size and shape. Good. Down to the throat chakra. And just unwinding. There's this like kind of cord like stuck, wrapped around your throat chakra. Ira untoro so morakanta inira motora sina. Cutting that away. Archangel Michael, please return to source. I'll never return here again. And then into your heart, and just to help raise those vibrations. Good. And then into solar plexus, encouraging growth and healing. Sacral chakra, growth and healing. And into root chakra, some clearing. Archangel Michael, please return to source. I'll never return here again. And then just working through all your chakras, bringing alignment to connection up into your guides, and then down into the core, Mother Earth. Wow, that was fast, but there was a lot there, Deborah. A lot of energy, a lot to clear, but you have a lot of gifts, a lot of talent, and it's exciting to help you on both raising your vibrations, um, and your healing journey. And let me just double check with Archangel Metatron how those Akasha records of yours are looking. He says tip top and dandy. Like there's this like it's almost like there's these levels, these steps that are now raising up in that vibration of your Akasha records. I hope that helps, Deborah. That was surprising and magical. Who is next? I do have to leave in 11 minutes. So this is probably the last one. I met with the Wix team yesterday. It was amazing. They were so surprised I built a website in one day, but it was exhausting. So I pay a lot for my website. It's my biggest cost. John, Archangel Metatron, Archangel Michael, thank you. My pleasure, Deborah. I hope it helps you on your journey. Leah, hello, Leah. Okay, and how can I help you today, Leah? Yeah, Viviani, you make this look like so easy. Like you're just an absolute ninja at this incredible moderation. Question about connecting with her dragon. Dragons, woohoo! We need to do a dragon week. I want to do a dragon week where I only speak dragon-like language. Just have a lot of fun. Okay, so let me ask. Deborah and her team to step back, for Leah to step forwards, our higher self and our guides. And I'd like to ask her, um, Viviana says, John, it is slow here. I'm typing faster than my laptop. I love that. Um, okay. So just asking, sign me up, dragons. Yeah, I'm asking Leah's dragon to step forwards. So your dragon's like giant and incredibly powerful. And I'm not sure I'll be able to do the voice justice, but it sounded something like, do you really want me here? And it was a very powerful, like self-empowered um, voice. And what they mean is that they're really here to show you that inner strength and power, and that when your dragon guide steps forwards, it's this huge, it's like crawling out of its cave, and the cave's quite low, and it's very broad, these huge muscular shoulders and arms and claws as it comes out. And what it means is that it's super powerful, and that it's like a funny statement of like, do you really want this beautiful, strong, loving power in your life? Are you ready? Are you ready for me? And I'm just checking with you, Leah. You're saying, I think I am. I think I am. I think I am. Yes, I am. I think I am. And you're like you're really small, and there's this giant dragon coming out the cave. So you're gonna hear me, maybe predictably. You don't need to be psychic to know this, right? That I'm gonna speak light language, dragon light language from your guide to you, Leah, and it's up to you and only you to interpret this. This is intended only for you. Everyone else can listen, absolutely. You can also even share what you experience, but Leah, know that this is for you and this is for you to interpret. And that means that not even I should give my interpretation, or if I do, you should largely ignore it. And so, Leah, please join me in taking a deep breath, first of all. And I'd briefly like to step into your dragon guide. Okay, okay. There's this fire in my heart. Leah, this message is for you. Ondara intera ondara kantara di sinotoro no toroso. Ina runa ina ra. I feel like at the end your guy just like kicked me out. It's like, we're done, John, we're done. Um wow. So Leah, that's your message. It's intended to help with the unblocking. Um and yeah, I really hope that that helps you on your journey. And practice speaking dragon light language. I do it all the time when I go to the restrooms slash toilet, and there's great acoustics in there. My family think I'm really strange, or they know I'm really strange. Um, and someone said that my hoodie. Oh, Tina says I like the white hoodie, John. You can guess what? You can buy my merch. um, yeah, there's like a T-mill. I can share it. I think it's like johnbinnie.tmill.com. Tmill.com. There's on my merch. And before you spend a fortune hoping that it will give me lots of money, I do get a little bit of money, but it's really small. Like on a £40 hoodie, I would get maybe £3 or £4 or dollars. But anything is appreciated, and I love people wearing my hoodies. Jon Binnie. There it is. Jon Binnie merch. I found it. You do see them on my YouTube videos, but I don't think it quite shows all of them. Um, so yeah, that's my merch there. You can feel free to check it out. Uh, and Leah said, you know the color, John. It's really strange. My audio is cracking up a bit. Um, so hopefully you can still hear me. I just checked my Zoom. But yeah, the it looked very much like a mix of there was some browns and almost like a stone like aspect to the arms, and then there was like this overall like green color, like that. I don't know. You'd say maybe 60% green, and then the rest these browns and a little bit of gray. Um, so I hope that helps you, Leah. So yeah, I think we're all done today. That's right. Next live stream is on Monday, the 9th, 9/9/24. Is that right? And so it's 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, um, 8 a.m. Pacific Time, and 4 p.m. UK time. And I'd love to, Viviani, just let me know. I'd love to have you on again. And of course, to share any donations with you. And you're just incredible. how, you're better every day. And I know you're telling me you moderate many channels, but you're just phenomenal at it. And couldn't do it without you. And also, thank you so much to everyone. Um, it's just it's such an honor to assist you on your journeys. And if you've watched my YouTube video, I just posted about my life reflections and business, since I've now been doing this for full time for 3 months since I left my career for 26 years in software engineering and artificial intelligence. Um, it's just such an honor to live the stream life. So thank you for supporting me and my family. We're all truly grateful for you, and it's an honor to help you on your healing journeys. Please do like, share, subscribe, get your friends to come along, and if you guys are interested in me doing more of these sessions or continuing to do them, yeah, please do donate. But probably more importantly, bring your friends, and let's normalize the paranormal, the metaphysical, and get more of us out there experiencing these magical experiences ourselves. Um, so yeah, that's me. I can't remember what else is on other than I'm going camping for 2 days, taking my daughter to university. My mind's a little bit of a block after that. If you are in, oh yeah, there's two other things. If you are in the Lothian area, the Lothians of Scotland, on Tuesday, I'll be in, every Tuesday now, I'll be in the Naked Revive Wellbeing Center, and I'll be doing all these services in person. So clinical reflexology, psychic reflexology, and quantum energy healings, readings, clearings, Akashic records, all the things that you've seen today. I'm just so excited. I've already been meeting more people, and it's to get me out of my studio, right? To get me connecting with people. And thank you for those of you that have shown interest. If you're in the Philadelphia area or would like to travel to Philadelphia for a retreat or nearby, I'm looking into different potential venues. If you have a venue for a retreat, do let me know. And I'm really excited, lightly to book it in for early next year. I don't think it'll be huge, so the place will be quite the number of space will be limited. But please do just let me know. You can comment on a video if you're interested in going, or email me at info.jonbinnie.com. And next week I'll start something like a little interest list where you can register your interest, and then we can gauge like numbers and where it will be. And Viviani has been incredible. Like, she shared some locations, so I'll check. I'll check that. And Yancy also sent me one as well, which was like a house, that could sleep 10 people. So that was a really interesting thing to think about as well. So yeah, please share your ideas. And it would be amazing. I love meeting in person, and it's life changing experiences when we come together in person. These are life changing experiences too, but it's just different, right? Okay, well, I'll close down today's session, and we always leave our safe spaces in a tidy, energetic state, and don't just leave all our cords messy lying everywhere. So I'd like to thank our guides, our higher selves, Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Source and Gaia, Archangel Metatron, and every being that's participated in today's session. And I'd like to bring the session to an end as I close down the bubble of the protective bubble of today's session, and asking that everyone steps out of this bubble. You can remain in your individual bubbles that we created at the start. Archangel Michael, please return to source or never return here again. Okay, good. And then checking through everyone's out. Yeah. And setting the intention that everyone has smooth integration, both of the things you've heard and experienced and also felt in today's healings and messages and Akashic records and all the good things. And to know that it's helpful to reflect on today's experiences because it helps us integrate them into our human minds. And so feel free to watch the replay back, share it with friends, and to get others to come along. It's an honor to serve you at this time. So thank you so much. Thank you for all your kind words. And it's lovely to see some excitement there about a retreat in Philadelphia. That will be so much fun. And yeah, it's just Deborah says this was life eye opening. Archangel Metatron, Archangel Michael, I love you. Thank you. That's so kind. Um, so yeah, there we go. I feel like I don't want to say goodbye to you guys. It's not goodbye. It's till next time. I'll see you on Monday. Thank you so much, everyone. Sending you so much love. Take care. Bye bye.